What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Baby Kings channel. And today, the Sacramento Kings open the season at home and unfortunately fall to the Minnesota Timberwolves by a final. Well, actually, I don't remember the final score, but it was a 2-point game. Keegan Murray got off a final shot, and it just didn't quite hit. It was a little bit of an awkward shot at the end, but we'll talk about this game. And I thought the Kings played pretty well. They played harmoniously. Multiple guys with 20-plus point games, and unfortunately, it's tough to beat a team when they're just draining three-pointers all night, and that's what the Timberwolves did. Randall was on fire. Julius Randall was on fire. What's up, Jake's Takes? What is going on? Thank you so much. Just making an appearance to help you. I appreciate Jake's Takes coming in here. These are going to be quick post-game shows this season, 10 minutes, and we'll just recap the game. But I do appreciate you jumping in here. And the Cali Okie connection, a very close game today. And in the first half of this game, it felt like the Kings were maintaining a solid lead. Let's go, Dodgers! Girlfriend is sad. The Kings lost 100%, and so am I. But like I said, Randall was hitting everything from three, deep from three. You had Edwards, who wasn't that great. I mean, so his season's off a little bit slow. He wasn't that great in the game against the Lakers, but he still hit some three-pointers. He scored 32 points today. You had DiVincenzo. He missed quite a few threes today, but he drained at least one from deep. And all in all, these guys, they're about 50% plus from three-point range. Go Dodgers, we winning. Going for that World Series. Congratulations to the Dodgers for making it. But I knew this was going to be an extremely tight game. I thought it would go down to 1 point. It ended up a 2-point game on those 2 free throws. And also, De'Aaron Fox comes up limping at that moment. And that's some scary stuff right there. And remember early last year, something similar happened where he was injured early in the season. So that's going to be critical that he is back on the court and fully healthy. But he was limping there, De'Aaron Fox. But DeRozan has looked fantastic early in this year, 26 points. Keegan Murray did what he had to do. He tried. He stepped up hard on defense. He made 23 points. 3 guys with 20 plus, and Sabonis draining multiple three-pointers, goes 3 from 4 from beyond the arc, and he plays solid defense today. Again, if you add in a typical game from Fox without the injury, I think that the Kings win this game. Malik Monk coming off the bench was also phenomenal and scored about 17 points. But despite that, I thought that the Kings did what they had to win, but they didn't win. And only thing I can say is the Minnesota Timberwolves were hitting three-pointers like it was going out of style, and they already are one of the best defensive teams in the league with, Rudy Gobert, obviously. He's not a huge threat offensively, but he can play defense. That man can play defense. T-Wolves were great tonight. Bad timing for you. I heard about this as well. This was a absolute heartbreaker when I heard this news, because I was not aware that Fernando Valenzuela, people I pronounce it wrong, but I grew up when I was in Los Angeles growing up. I lived in LA with my family. My family which spoke Spanish a lot, so they would say Fernando Valenzuela. So I say Valenzuela. And my videos, but this guy loses lots of credibility. Don't know how to say his name. It's Valenzuela. All they do is Valenzuela because we're saying it, English accent or American accent. But growing up, we call him Fernando Valenzuela. But he passed away, and that was devastating news for the legend. Sabonis seemed motivated, in my opinion, since his days on the Thunder. Coming up with the Thunder. Shocked to see him on the Kings. I did not know. Yeah, he's been with the Kings for a couple of years now. He went somewhere else too, and I can't remember what team he was with for a number of years. After he left the Thunder, he went somewhere else, and then he came to the Sacramento Kings. But the three-pointers were amazing. They were just ripping them from deep, and it was just insane. But, just got to bounce back, and that's all you can do. I don't know. I didn't see any like glaring issues with the performance from the Sacramento Kings today. I thought that they were hitting their shots. Were they draining threes at the percentage that the Timberwolves were? No, but that's not going to happen. And I don't even think the T-Wolves are going to be able to do that. But you did expect they were going to bounce back. The Timberwolves lost the opener against the Lakers. So this was going to be a tough one. I felt the Timberwolves were going to bounce back, and they were going to be motivated out there today, and they were. And that's how come I thought it was. But I love the Kings, and I thought that they would give the T-Wolves everything they wanted. And it turned out to be a great, great game. But we got a long season left. Plenty of time to make the playoffs. We're going to be just fine. I want to thank Let's Go Dodgers for jumping in. The Cali Okie Connection. Jake's Takes. Heading over to NorCal Sports. I tried to upload. Having problems with the upload. I had try to film some footage. Okay, we got a little bit of footage of the De'Aaron Fox injury, if I can get it to process here. And you can be the judge how he was limping here and if he's going to be okay. I mean, I think he'll be fine. But if De'Aaron Fox, he only scored 15 points today. And he has his typical game and scores 30 plus. I mean, the Kings should win this game easily with the performance from DeRozan, Murray, and Sabonis, and Monk off the bench. But unfortunately, Fox, with that injury coming out of the game, here it is. Let's take a look at this. And at that point in time, it was a 1-point game. Could have been the difference maker if he could have stayed in healthy. And that's a tough one. We cannot lose De'Aaron Fox, but we got a lot of basketball left. Earlier today, the Dallas Mavericks played, and they won their game against the San Antonio Spurs and Wemby. That was a pretty entertaining game, but the Dallas Mavericks pretty much had a stronghold on it for the majority of that game. The Thunder also took on the Denver Nuggets. I'm not sure what the final was there, but I got that one on the DVR to check out. So lots of good basketball happening. The Timberwolves were beasts. Looks bad. The Timberwolves were very competitive. The three-point shooting and the defense, you can't beat that. I hope Fox is okay. Timberwolves been there. Timberwolves been here. That was an extremely difficult game. The Kings are a force to be reckoned with. Just next game mentality for the Kings. T-Wolves fan, thank you for jumping in, Peter Davis. You guys, check out my Timberwolves preview if you haven't already on my channel. And for this season, yeah, there was no doubt the T-Wolves were going to come out motivated for this second game of the season after that loss in LA. And that was a tough one. You had the Lakers with a very special game with LeBron playing with his son. Man, that was a cool guy. Like, he's so awesome. I wish I could be like that guy right there, revving the engine. But, I just fall a little bit short of him. But as I was saying, no doubt about it, the T-Wolves were going to come out motivated today. And, yeah, Julius Randle is a machine. Of course, we know what Edwards can do. We know what DiVincenzo can do. I try not to butcher his name. It's kind of hard to pronounce. But you guys got a good team. You got a good squad. There's no doubt about that. But, yeah, if Murray would have hit that last shot, the Kings win the game. It came down to one shot. If Murray hits that shot, it was awkward, the way his knees bent, the way he had to fake and just get the shot off. If he hits that shot, the Kings win the game, but unfortunately fell short. So we'll be back again. Let's freaking go for the next post game. Thank you guys for jumping in and checking out this video. For those checking it out after the fact, thank you for checking it out. Check out my team previews. Still early in the season. You can still check those out. They're all still relevant. But as the season goes along, videos are going to keep coming out about NBA news, drama, updates, scores, post games. We're doing it all this year. Pack openings, because we got to do the Panini Prism pack openings. We don't play here on the Humbay B Kings channel. Have a great day, and we will talk to y'all. Or did I do the player of the game? Player of the game today is Sabonis. Got to go with Sabonis all day for draining those threes, stepping up on D, 24 points. But DeRozan also had a great game. But I'll give it to Domantas Sabonis. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you in the next stream.
The other way. Dive. Oh! Fox to Fox from midcourt. Got it. De'Aaron Fox called game.
What can you do? I mean, there's nothing you can do. You can't do anything. There's nothing. We can't do. We couldn't throw. We throwing interceptions. Just, man.